Hi, welcome back to Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's new moon in Leo day, and I like it because I'm a Leo, and this new moon's going to come up on the 19th. So, this is out of the Biddy Tarot Planner, and she's the one that came up with this spread. So the new moon in Leo talks about your creations and passions that are coming into focus with the new moon. And it's a time for setting courageous intentions about how you want to show up in the world. So, the 6 questions that it talks about is, what does my heart want to create? What new aspects of myself am I expressing? How can I manifest my deepest desires? How do I want to be seen? How can I lead from my heart? And what is my highest intention for my creations? And of course, I'll switch this over to a plural. I don't even know if that's the right word for it. Anyways, you guys know what I mean. I'll make it so it's for you. So the cards are shuffled. All right, this is for the new moon in Leo, and we're going to be looking at creations and passions coming into focus with this new moon. So what does your heart want to create? What does your heart want to create during this new moon in Leo? What does your heart want to create during this new moon in Leo? 10 of Bows, responsibility. What new aspects of yourself are you expressing? The Journey. Life lessons card. How can you manifest your deepest desires during this new moon in Leo? 3 of Arrows, jealousy. How do you want to be seen during this new moon in Leo? How do you want to be seen on your creations and passions that are coming into focus? How do you want to be seen during this new moon in Leo? 7 of Vessels, mourning, possibly letting something go. Number 5, how can you lead from the heart during this new moon in Leo? A time for setting courageous intentions about how you want to show up. How can you lead from the heart? The Moon. And what is your highest intentions for your creations? What are your highest intentions for your creations during this new moon in Leo? What are your highest creations and intentions during this new moon in Leo? How do you want to show up in the world? 2 of Arrows, injustice. Very interesting spread. Couple of arrows, couple of major arcana cards. So this new moon in Leo is all about your creations and passions coming into focus with the new moon. It's time for setting courageous intentions about how you want to show up in the world. And what does your heart want to create? Your heart wants to create that 10 of Bows, that responsibility. Okay? Maybe you don't have enough responsibility going on in your life. Okay, and maybe you want to create some of that. Okay, maybe the responsibility that you do have is so overwhelming that you're not able to create. Okay, you're busy focusing on the job at hand, making sure your projects are all set. You're busy focusing on your relationships. All right, making sure that those are going well. And at that same time, when you carry a lot of responsibility, you don't really have that time to create anything. You have to have the time to be able to sit down and actually think about stuff. So what does your heart want to create is to relieve some of that responsibility that you have. Give it to Spirit. Give it to the universe. Let them, handle, the cares and the worries that you may have, with the responsibility you have. Another way of looking at it is, alleviate some of that responsibility, delegate it, let somebody else take care of it. That way your heart can be more in line with the universe. Your heart can be more in line with what Spirit has for you to allow you to create going forward. So look at possibly delegating some of that responsibility. What new aspects of myself are you expressing? That's represented by the Journey card. And to me, that's just a new start. Something needs to come to an end, and as a result, new birth and rebirth happens. And the new aspects of yourself that you're expressing is, you know what, you're tired of the same old, same old. You want to do something different. All right. And that's where this journey card comes in. It's, even when there's death, there's life. All right. And, for a lot of people, they get hung up in the, I can't change attitude. All right. Or I don't want to change. I'm comfortable where I'm at. Okay. And at the same time, those people are dying where they're at. Their jobs are suffocating them. Their relationships are suffocating them. Their social settings are suffocating them. And it's time to move on. It's time to go to a different venue. It's time to go on to other challenges. And that's what this journey card, represents, is for this new moon in Leo, is what new aspects of myself am I expressing? You're expressing that you want change, that you want to move on from where you're at. Okay. You want to be able to fly during that full moon, okay, and look out there what's going on in the world. That's the new aspect of yourself that you're expressing. How can you manifest your deepest desires? And that's represented by that 3 of arrows, that jealousy. You can manifest your desires by just that, focusing on your desires. Focus on what you want. Don't focus on what everybody else has. Don't focus on, so-and-so that's got the better job. So-and-so that's got, maybe they appear to have more finances, okay? Or they may have that good relationship. You can't focus on their desires. You have to focus on your desires. Because when you're focusing on their desires, you're showing jealousy to them. You're bestowing blessings upon them. Okay, and you'll never get to that. And you don't know what life is like on their side. It may all be a sham. It may all be a mask that they're wearing. Okay, but if you can manifest your deepest desires, then what you'll do is you'll switch that jealousy factor, okay, and put that spotlight on you. People will start, being jealous of what you have. Maybe you have a nice house. Maybe you have a nice job. Maybe you have great friends. Okay, if people are jealous of that, they're going to be putting the blessings on you. So that's how you can manifest your deepest desires, is stay focused on those deepest desires. Don't focus on what somebody else has. How do you want to be seen? A 7 of vessels morning. How do you want to be seen? With 7 empty cups. There's no emotional energy in there. How do you want to be seen? As 7 of vessels that morning. How do you want to be seen? If you take it back to the journey card, the aspects of yourself that you're expressing, if you want to be free, maybe there's an opportunity to be seen as somebody that can leave a negative situation, okay, with no regrets, be able to move forward with no regrets, and do something that you want to do. Do something that's going to help with your deepest desires. Do something that's going to help with, what your heart wants to create. Because how you're being seen right now is not creative. There's no emotional energy in those cups. Okay? This is a time of mourning. This is a time of, of grieving. Okay? But, it's also a time of letting go. Let go of the past so you can move forward. That way you can be seen. All right? When you let go of stuff, then that overabundance of that water energy starts filling those cups up. Okay? So that's how you can be seen, is by letting go. Letting go of what's holding you back. How can you lead from the heart? How can you lead from the heart? Is to focus on the moon. Now this is a new moon in Leo, and it's coming into focus at a time in August. For myself, when I either have the new moon or the full moon, I go out there and I actually set my intentions for the next 2 weeks. And this is how you want to show up in the world. This is how you can lead from your heart. Okay, is by throwing those intentions up to the universe and to spirit. Okay, heartfelt intentions. Have it come from your thinking process to your heart through your mouth. You have to speak those intentions out to the universe. You have to speak those intentions out to the spirit world so it can hear you. All right? And when you are genuine and can relay that to the universe for the way it is, relay that to spirit, and you speak from your heart, the universe hears that. Spirit hears that. It hears the inflection. It hears the supplication, and it'll answer you. So that's how you can lead from the heart, is by setting your intentions out there, during that new moon or during that full moon, and just expressing what's on your mind, expressing what's on your heart. Be truthful, to what's being said. And what is your highest intention for your creations? The Two of Arrows, injustice. And just like I said, how can you lead from the heart? Couple that with a new moon. Speak your truth. Speak your truth on your highest intention, okay, from your heart, on where you want to be, what you want to create, who you want to be with, all right? What action plan there is out there during this new moon, okay? So that way your creations and your passions come to life. By speaking your truth on what you want, okay, you can lead with your heart. You can change what's going on and how you're seen. If you're speaking your truth with your heart, okay, you'll be living blessed. You'll be having blessings come upon you, because you're gonna be manifesting your deepest desires if you speak your truth. Okay, you're also going to be, moving on, like I said, in that Seven of Vessels. But the Major Arcana card there is saying that there's life after death. Speak your truth for your highest intentions to create that new aspect of yourself, because that's what you're expressing. All right? And at the same time, when you speak your truth, okay, your heart will give you that more responsibility. It'll also allow you to delegate some of that responsibility as well to others, okay? Let them carry some of that burden. That way you can create what your heart desires by speaking your truth. And maybe that's the issue. Maybe you're not speaking your truth, saying, you know what? Maybe you need to start taking part of this job, and understanding it. All right? So that's this month's new moon in Leo, August 19th. That's when it's going to happen. It's looking at your creations and passions as they come into the focus. And this is a great time for setting courageous intentions about how you want to show up in the world. Just to recap, the highest intention for your creations: speak your truth. You can lead from the heart by speaking the truth during this new moon opportunity, possibly even saving it for the full moon. Lead from the heart. Let your heart speak for you instead of your head. Okay. How do you want to be seen? Go through. You have to let it go. Let it go. Let the old stuff go. Let that old responsibility go. That Seven of Vessels morning. Work on your desires. Don't work on somebody else's desires. Work on your desires. That's how you can manifest that stuff. Okay. The new aspects of yourself, just like that Seven of Vessels that morning, let it go. Change is inevitable, okay? How you want to move yourself forward, how you want to express yourself forward is represented by this journey card, okay? Where there's death, there's life. So, let the old things die away and move on to something new. And that Ten of Bows, responsibility, is how you want to, what you want your heart to create. Delegate, speak your truth, okay? And, allow some of that responsibility to be carried on with others. So that's the new moon in Leo. This is D for the Spirit's Path. Make sure you hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below if this resonates with you, and share it with others. And we'll talk to you at the full moon coming up here in a couple weeks. For the Spirit's Path, this is D. We'll talk to you later. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.